The device management section allows admins to create and assign dynamic templates that modify the line key functions of user devices. Within the Net2Phone portal, you can configure these LED light buttons for speed transfers, transfer straight to voicemail, call parking, paging, and additional lines. There are two kinds of templates you can use, company and personal. However, company is almost always recommended. With an unlimited number of company templates, you can create several variations of a device's line key buttons without starting from scratch. Personal templates can only be assigned to a single device at a time. Although they can be cloned, they can never be assigned to more than one device. After we walk through a company default example, we'll walk through a personal example that uses an additional line. Let's get started. Open the Net2Phone web portal and log in as an admin user. Navigate to the Company tab, and then the Device Management tool is on the side. If you already have an assigned device, you may have one or more template already within your system. If you want to edit an existing template, click the Edit button here, or you can click Clone to copy a template to edit so you don't have to start from scratch. Or you can click Add Template to begin. In the first General tab, enter a recognizable name and assign users if you want to. You can always assign and reassign users after creating company templates. After clicking Next, choose the device type that you want to configure. You can see all the options that Net2Phone currently supports. Once you select a device type, you can see a phone model with the appropriate number of button options. You can choose to set any template as your company default by clicking this checkbox. Whatever template is set to your company default will automatically be applied to all new devices of this template type that are added to your account. The first line option is always set to the device user's personal extension, and this cannot be changed. However, you can change the label if you click here and type. You do not need to change any of the labels, as the intelligent default naming convention will kick in if not edited. For this example, I'm going to create a template for everyone to use, so our team members can monitor each other. As you can see, templates are automatically set to speed dial, which is pulled from your Net2Phone directory. The monitor function has multi-purpose action options. However, each option will enable a device's LED lights, the busy lamp fields or BLFs. Depending on the type of device that you are using, it will have various color patterns that indicate when an extension is available, busy, or has an incoming call. In this example, we want our team to see when the other agents are busy and then action to a blind transfer to the designated extension when pressing the line key button. Because Jane doesn't accept incoming calls when she's working from home, I'm going to action her home device as transfer to voicemail. The LED light indicators will operate in the same way, but when we push that button, the call is going to transfer directly to Jane's home voicemail without ever ringing that device. I'm also going to add a call park slot. The slot number doesn't matter. A call park creates a hold line to send callers to wait and allows anyone who has the same slot number to pick up the call that's waiting in park. Sometimes announcements are broadcast on the front desk speaker, so I'm going to include monitor and choose page for the front desk phone. With every company template, we recommend that you enable fill in extra key or replacement keys, which will automatically remove and replace a duplicated extension. On any device, you cannot have your personal extension as a monitor option. So in this example, if we apply this template to everyone in the organization, the front desk device will automatically replace option 2 with the next option set in the template. After you're happy with the line buttons, click next to see the option to add a sidecar or expansion module. These have the exact same configuration options as the previous section. We don't need a sidecar for this example, so after clicking next again, we are brought to the advanced voicemail settings. You can add users here to access their voicemails and enable LED lights for new voicemail messages, as mentioned before. Only use this toggle if you have a template using a secondary or multiple line options, which is not recommended for company templates. I'll show you a personal template with a line option and explain why next. But first, let's click Save. Now we're brought back to the main section of device management, and we can see all the users that we assigned that company template to. By clicking here, you can quickly unassign and reassign users, and you can see who has this template by the blue check mark next to their name. Personal templates are all listed in a second tab within the section here. In this example, the CTO's assistant, David, needs a personal template with a secondary line. Having a line configured allows full functionality of that extension, but the system will always recognize line calls as an extension number regardless of what device is used. This option will trigger the LED busy lamp fields for the line rather than the device. So if David and the CTO's phones were being monitored, the team members would have no way to tell if it was David or the CTO actually on the phone. This option is not ideal for tracking call data and not ideal for company templates. However, the Chief Technical Officer of our example wants David to answer all incoming calls and make calls on his behalf. So we've configured a personal template for David. We are going to configure park slot number 2, as well as page the front desk like everyone else has. Because we're using a T33 for David, he doesn't have as many line key buttons as other phones. So he's going to need an expansion module at some point, but not yet. After clicking Next, I'm going to enable voicemail for additional lines. Here, we are using a secondary line, so you need to toggle this option instead of just adding them in the main section here. I still need to add the other extensions for David in the voicemail section like we did in the company example. Click Save again and you'll be brought back to the main menu. For more information, check out written instructions linked below.